I was worried it was your
We've lost at home 4-0 to Lochee. It'll be very easy to pick up on negative points that we got beat 4-0. But for certainly patches in the second half, I thought we played some really good football.
Yeah, I mean, coming into the game, we obviously play them in the cup on Wednesday, and we're the same as Lochee, you know, in terms of playing games, you know, thick and fast. Arguably, they've obviously got a bigger squad than us, but I think our situation's not helped. In the morning of the games, we've got players that have to pull out through injury, and then you know, Jake has to pull out in the warm-up, so we can't really play the players that we want, we can't rest the players that we want, and we can't make changes. So yeah, it's easy to point to that, but listen, taking nothing away from the game, I think we didn't make them work hard enough for their goals. That's the biggest criticism. But that being said, they are, you know, the best team that we've come up against. They are the best team in the league, and you know, I think they go on and win the league, and deservedly so. But for us, you know, and what I look at is, you know, there's the goal could certainly have been prevented. There's a couple of errors in there, a bit of misfortune. You know, the linesman's got involved in something where, you know, it's bizarre. It's led to a free kick on the edge of the box, where it says the goalkeeper's handled it outside when no one claimed for it. These are the kind of things that go against us. But for us, you know, we need to look at the positives. Yes, we did pass the ball, but I also need to look at, was it because we were 2-0 down at the time, or 3-0 down at the time? So for me, you know, we need to do that at the start of the game, because I think when we did pass it, we did create problems, especially at 2-0, and even at 1-0 we had a couple of half chances. But you know, that being said, we've just got to, you know, pick ourselves up for Wednesday. We need to rest up again. We need to see who will be fit and who won't be fit, and hopefully try and identify weaknesses in the team, and see where we can maybe create one or two more opportunities for ourselves.
One of those missing today was Paddy Conway, who appeared on crutches with an injury that looks like he did it sort of 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago at Thornton. Paddy's a warrior. You know, he'll run through brick walls for you. You ask him to play a position, he gets on with it. You know, he's a manager's dream, and you know, he's probably picked the injury up, as you say, 2 or 3 games ago. We've come through all these games, and he's been trying to get through it, and you know, he then makes a visit to the A&E on Friday, and he finds out that he's got a fractured hip. So I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, his season will be over. But you know, again, we've got hopefully bodies that can come back. You know, we'll need to assess them over the next 2 or 3 days, because again, it's a big game. It's a massive game. We are going to be underdogs, but you know, for me, you know, these are the games that you want to play in, and you want to go and test yourself against the best and see where we need to get to. And for us, it's, you know, can we get improvements in the squad, players coming in, and ultimately players will go. There's players still playing for contracts, and I need to assess a lot of things. But for me, you know, it's that's where we need to get to, and you know, it's a good lesson for the players today. But also one that, you know, they can't be too down, because there's a game quite quickly around the corner again. There was 1 or 2 obviously patched up players that came out and put a shift in today, and players playing in strange positions. Who was your man of the match?
Goodness, it was. I don't even know that one, to be honest. Yeah, you're right. We did have players obviously playing out of position. It was a very unorthodox back 3. It's not the normal back 3. You could probably say it was a very unorthodox back 4 as well when we went to that. It was a very different midfield 3. So it's, listen, it is what it is. We had players playing in positions that were maybe a bit alien to them, but yeah, they did put a shift in. I can't fault the players for effort. I thought they worked hard. It's just that balance of when we've got the ball, we still need to work hard to get on it and make the right options and pick the right passes, and just being clever in concentration levels, and we didn't do that enough today, and that's what cost us with the goals definitely. But man of the match, you know, it was a really, really difficult one to be fair. I think Jamie Robbie's had some good saves. I think, you know, I think Harvey's done reasonably well. Bruce done reasonably well. Crookie's played well. I think it's quite difficult to pick a man of the match today. But if I was forced to push that, then I think, you know, I think Bailey did a really good shift today. So I would probably give it to Bailey.